Yo, it's Crogol. Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. Today, we've got a pretty cool hyper offense team for you, with not one, not two, but three lizards, and it's going to be fantastic. So let's go ahead and get into this, and while we're waiting for it to start, go ahead and, leave a like, subscribe, and do all that good stuff. I appreciate it. Thanks. Alright. Leading off, our opponent has the Grimmsnarl, as we lead with Munnet. And turn one, it's clear that we both want to get up our screens right, but I'm going to predict him to predict me to go for Aurora Veil, so he'll go for Taunt, so I'm going to go for Moonblast. That was complicated, I know, but it's alright. But he does not. He just goes straight for the light screen. He's like, I do not care if you get your screens up, I'm getting mine up. Let's swap, right? There's a pretty good chunk of damage with Light Screen up. This turn I am just going to go for the Aurora Veil, as, they're most likely going to get their Reflect up this time. So, that'll be pretty good for us, but they do not. They actually switch, which is kind of crazy. I guess they didn't want to take another Moonblast from us. Either way, they go into their nice shiny Volcarona as we get our Aurora Veil up. So, we're in a fantastic position, right? He doesn't have a Reflect up. We can go straight into Swamp Puppy here, and everything will be a-okay. They're most likely going to go for a Quiver Dance, right? Because that's what Volcaronas do. I'm honestly kind of sad they brought this thing back in OU. I wish they would have kept it banned. I hate Volcarona with a passion. I don't know why. He gets too many moves. Anyway, we do see that they are Quiver Dance. So, is this thing Terragrass Giga Drain? I'm looking at their team, I'm like, do I want to pop the Terra here and set up on him? I'm thinking about it. I'm really thinking about it, because I could easily just stay in water type and go for Swords Dance. But I have Terra Dragon on this to hit Scale Shot. We've got a loaded dice set, and Swamp Puppy's pretty cool. So I do actually overpredict here. I waste my Terra as they go into Corviknight here. We do get a Swords Dance off. We get a free turn, which sucks for us. But this does tell me that their Corviknight is physically defensive. We Terra here. Premature Terra. It's alright. I thought they'd want to stay in and, sort of sweep, but, we got our Swords Dance off, we're Dragon type, we got the wings now, right? Wouldn't it be cool if we get a regional Feraligatr? That'd be super cool. So, this turn, I'm thinking, do I want to go for Scale Shot, boost my speed, or just get another boost up with Swords Dance? I'm going to go for Swords Dance. We are +4 now. +4. As they go for Iron Defense, that is the worst case scenario for us. That means this thing is probably Body Press. And I don't want to deal with that. Let's just see how much +4 Scale Shot does with Terra Boost. Of course, it is going to hit at least 4 times with the loaded dice here. It's not doing too much because it is resisted, but that's still kind of nice damage. And, our final hit here. We hit 5 times, surprisingly. We are going to go ahead and get our defense lowered and our speed boosted. Like I said, this thing is going to be a problem, this Corviknight, as I go for yet another Iron Defense. So at this point, I don't want to stay in with the Swamp Puppy, because I know a Body Press is going to KO us, even through the Aurora Veil. So I'm thinking, what do I want to switch into here? I'm also contemplating staying in, but no, that's not the right choice. That's not the right choice. Do I go into my own Corviknight? Do I go into Nera? And yes, we do. We'll see whatever move they want to go for. It's most likely Body Press. The way that they're, boosting with Iron Defense. As, yep, they reveal Body Press here. That does a decent chunk. He's going to take his Rocky Helmet chip. And I am just going to U-turn out. There's no way they want to stay in. But they do. They actually stay in. They roost here. And they're back up to full. That's okay, though. That's okay. We're fine. We're chilling. They do have the Rocky Head as well. So, we're both physically bulky Corviknights, but Nera's better. Nera's just better, right? So here, I'm thinking, what do I want to go into? Should I, go into Dirty Deeds and Knock Off, or just go straight into Jess and like bait like a Thunderbolt or something. I'm contemplating, I'm thinking, but in the end here, we're just gonna go straight out into Jess here and bait this thing out. Even if this Corviknight stays in, Body Press is, I guarantee it's its only move, and even with the Aurora Veil up, it's like this thing is gonna take absolutely nothing from Corviknight. So we're going out in a Jess here. A nice LATIAS, kind of an Ultra Ball, or Ultra Beast Ball, or Beast Ball, whatever it's called. Beast Ball, I think it was called. All right, so this turn, I am just gonna Calm Mind here. At the end of the day, I did mess up with my Terra. I have Terra Fire on Superior, Jormungandr. I should have saved it for the Corviknight. But even though I didn't Calm Mind Jess with Stored Power, would still 1v1 it, so I'm not worried. Anyway, we get our Calm Mind up, Veil wears off, and they send out their Grimmsnarl, probably to get up their hazards again. I know I can live at least one hit this thing wants to go for, so I'm just going to Calm Mind up yet again. And let's see what move our opponent wants to go for. Do they want to go for screens again? Do they want to go for an actual attacking move? I don't know. We'll find out here pretty soon, though. So they do opt to Terra here. Into what typing? I'm not sure. As they opt to go straight Terra Dark. And you'll see why here in a second, why this sort of makes sense for them. So they Terra Dark here. We get our Calm Mind up, so we are +2 attack and special defense. We are looking pretty good. Pretty good. And they reveal the Foul Play. Like I said, we can take any one hit from this thing. Especially with Foul Play, we don't have like any attack investment, so we are completely fine. Just tanks that with ease. We get our leftovers going off here. And this turn, I'm just going to Draining Kiss, right? This is a Grimmsnarl. He doesn't have screens up. Even if he gets screens up, this will still be a 2-shot. But Draining Kiss is definitely the play here. For sure. So they're thinking, oh man, I don't know how speed what are they going to do. I don't know, they stay in though. I guess they were trying to get another Foul Play off. But it doesn't happen. Jess is too speedy. We get our Drain Kiss off, and we are back to max HP. I also have Terra Fairy on Jess here to maximize Draining Kiss's power, as well as, you know, sort of good defensive Terra for other dragon types. Like this thing here. So, I'm thinking, is this thing Scarf? Like, if the thing is Scarf, it definitely is going to blow us back with a dragon type move, so I'm contemplating, do I want to stay in? Do I want to risk it? Because we naturally, Latias outspeeds. So I'm thinking, you know what? Let's risk it, right? Let's risk it. We're going to go for Dragon Pulse. We do outspeed. Down goes the green dragon. And it was a crit. So it didn't matter, though. It did not matter whatsoever. Unless this thing was like super, super, super bulky. Did not matter. So just claims 2 KOs here. As they go out into Volcarona. So the thing is kind of scary, right? It's a bug type and everything. I'm just gonna go for Dragon Pulse yet again, as it does a little bit under half, and they're gonna get Quiver Dance up. So we're in a pretty bad position, right? Because at this point, I mean, yeah, we're kind of bulky with our Calm Minds. They also have leftovers too, so they're running a similar set to us, but kind of bulky, but they definitely have like Bug Buzz or something, right? I'm thinking, +4, but they have the Intimidate. See how much this does. They do reveal Morning Sun, so they're definitely like a physically bulky Volcarona as well. So they've revealed 2 of their moves here. That does under half. Yeah, Jess is not cut out for this this standoff here. Not in the slightest. So I am going to go back out into something here. What am I going to go out into? I'm contemplating Swamp Puppy, but we're going to go for it, you know? I'm sure I can live anything this thing wants to go for. We are Dragon type now, so if it has Giga Drain, I doubt it does because it has Morning Sun at this point. We're fine, right? As we swap in, they go for a nice Quiver Dance yet again. They get their speed boost, all that good stuff. Leftovers go off. And like I said, we can take at least one hit. Our Aurora Veil is not up though, but we resist pretty much everything unless they go for like Bug Buzz. So I'm thinking I can just go for Liquidation here. It's free. As they have Struggle Bug for some reason. I guess this is like a super supportive Volcarona. I don't know. But Swamp Puppy blows it back. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Swamp Puppy claims one. I love for Alligator. I love Johto in general. It's my favorite region for sure. What do you guys, what's your favorite region? Let me know in the comments section. I'd really like to know. So they send out Corviknight yet again. Nice shiny Corviknight. I didn't even realize that before. So at this point, you know, I'm in a fantastic position. It's a 3v6. Though Swamp Puppy is very low. Something, do I want to just get the damage off? He has Roost. Would it even be worth it? Right? Or do I want to switch? I'm going to switch into Monet here and get our Aurora Veil off. If this thing has Defog, you know, it can easily get rid of our Veil, which is completely fine. But if they do, they will be locked in because I have Encore. So they go for Body Press here. Does absolutely nothing because Ice types get a defensive boost in the snow now, which is fantastic. And we're just going to go Aurora Veil here, and they cancel the battle. They're like, I'm not playing against this Hyper Offense team any longer. No. Not for me. Alright, back at it with the second battle. This time our opponent does have an Uber on their team and Annihilate, but that is completely fine, because they also have an Electabuzz, so it sort of, you know, balances out. I'm actually kind of curious to see what this Electabuzz can do. But in the meantime, you know, we are leading with Monet to get our Veils up. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's see what happens. Alright, so they are going to lead with the Electabuzz. Pretty interesting. Of course, we're going to lead with Monet. Turn 1, we don't need to predict, right? Turn 1, we can just easily go for Aurora Veil against this thing, 100%. Like, this thing is not threatening whatsoever to Monet. So, you know, turn 1, we get our Veil off. We are faster. And they go for Light Screen. Okay, so I guess they are like a screen setting, like, supportive Electabuzz, which is pretty cool. Since we are faster, of course we can go for the Encore here. I'm not going to let him get his other screen up. No. So, Encore goes off. Of course he stays in. And is forced to go for another Light Screen. And of course it fails. So, this time around, I can just go into Dirty Deeds here. He's completely locked in. I could have went into like Swamp Puppy or somebody to like set up, but I'm just gonna go to Dirty Deeds. I'm gonna, you know, come in here. I'm gonna knock off anything that wants to come in against Dirty Deeds here. If he wants to stay with Electabuzz, that's completely fine. We'll just get some free turns off, right? And I'm looking at his team. What would actually want to come in against Dirty Deeds? I have no idea. But we're going to go for knockoff here. It is free. And, you know, something losing an item here. So let's see what he wants to bring out. Oh, okay. So he goes into his Annihilate. So this thing is going to take a knockoff here. It barely misses out on the KO. He has Focus Band. Not sure why. But we're going to go for knockoff here yet again. Yeah, right. We are faster. And down goes the Annihilate. Bye-bye, buddy. If he had, like, Mach Punch or something, that would have been bad. I have no idea if it gets Mach Punch. No idea. But the Light Screen wears off, so we can go into a Special Attacker now and be A-okay. But he's thinking, oh, man, what I want to send out. He's going into his Lucario here. So I'm definitely not going to be able to one-shot this thing with knockoff. So we're switching here 100%. And we're going into Nera, right? Most of the time, this thing is physical. Of course, they can be special as well. Like in this case, you're about to see. This thing goes for Aura Sphere. So you might have Nasty Plot. Does it get Nasty Plot in this game? I have no idea. But I'm going to go for straight for U-turn here. It's completely free. Lucario can't really touch Nera. And we're going to get the momentum. So let's see what they want to do here. So they switch out Lucario, so we're going to have hella momentum here. He goes right back out into Electabuzz. Okay, okay. U-turn goes off. He gets the static, which is kind of crazy. I guess the only other thing he could run is Vital Spirit, right? So, I mean, static is fine. I'd like to know if he's, like, Eviolite, because he definitely wasn't Light Clay. But either way, at this point, I can set up on this thing pretty free with either Jess or Jormungandr, so we're going to do that. We're going to go into Jess here. We're going to start Calm Minding up. And like I said, it's completely free. This thing will not touch Jess at all. I mean, he might have Ice Punch, but like, who runs Ice Punch and Electabuzz, right? So Calm Mind goes off, and let's see what they go for. They go for another light screen here, so I guess they just really want their screens up, or maybe they're just sacking this thing. I have no idea. Our Veil does wear off here. That is fine. We are just Calm Minding up. Electabuzz is no threat whatsoever. It is a free setup fodder Pokemon. So let's see what they want to do here. So they opt to stay in. Okay. So we get another Calm Mind off. Let's see what they want to go for. Maybe Reflect this time? I have no idea. Let's find out. They go for Thunderbolt. I guess they're trying to get the Para? I don't know what the play there is. Maybe they didn't even mean to bring Electabuzz. I have no idea. Maybe it was just like a throwaway Pokemon. I have no idea. But like I said, Calm Minding is free against this thing. It is not a threat whatsoever. We're almost back into full HP. Like, that thing did absolutely nothing with Thunderbolt. So we are in a fantastic position. He does choose to switch into what? Let's find out. Into Gyarados. Okay. Gets the Intimidate off, so Stored Power won't be as effective, but that is completely fine. We are +3/+3. And we're back at full HP this turn. So, this Pokemon most likely has Crunch, right? That's like the only reason why they would send it out. So I'm thinking, do I just want to Terra here or just go for straight Calm Mind? I'm going to Calm Mind, or sorry, not Calm Mind, Stored Power, my bad. We're going to Stored Power here, let's see how much it does. If they didn't get the minus off, they definitely want to KO it. But he goes for Dragon Dance, doesn't even go for Crunch. Which is kind of crazy. Kind of crazy to think about. So this turn, I am actually very scared of this thing. So I'm 100% Terra. This turn, he has 2 Dragon types in the back as well. Like, Terra is just so free against his team. So we're going to Terra Fairy. We're going to get Stored Power off yet again. And we should be fine, right? Like, if they outspeed, I don't think they outspeed naturally with a +1. I could be wrong, but either way, we are completely safe if they want to go for Crunch. They do not outspeed, we go for Stored Power, and down goes the Gyarados. So just claims a soul. So we are in a fantastic position at this point, right? We've got Terra Fairy, we've got Draining Kiss, we've got Stored Power, we've got Dragon Pulse, and they've got 2 Dragon types in the back, right? Everything is just coming up Millhouse, I guess. They go right back on Electabuzz. I'm not sure what this thing wants to do, right? But you guys are going to see here pretty soon. Pretty soon that whatever they want to do is, it's not going to be the best, right? We're going to get another Calm Mind off because we know from experience that this thing will not touch us whatsoever. So another free turn for us. I don't know why they keep sending this thing out. They go for Thunderbolt, does absolutely nothing to us. They don't get the Para, which is fantastic. And you guys are going to see here, this turn is going to be the last turn. We are going to Stored Power. We are +4, just checking that to make sure. We're going to Stored Power, and as soon as this thing drops, he's just going to close a switch. Like, he's like, I'm not having it, man. You killed my Electabuzz. We're done. We're done. Right? So that's going to be the battles. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.